Hey guys, so today I want to talk about how to solve Ganyu's problem against bosses and how using Ayaka, Mona, and Zhongli will help Ganyu to fight bosses. And this is important because in the Abyss there are two bosses in the first half and one boss in the second half. So you will have to deal with bosses anyway if you're using Ganyu in floor 12 for either of the halves. And as we all know, Ganyu is very powerful against large groups of enemies because of her ult. Her ult, when it hits multiple enemies, the damage stacks, and so it will deal a lot of damage when there are a lot of enemies. But against one enemy, for example, one boss, the damage do not stack, and the damage from her ult would be severely reduced. And to solve this problem, we use Ayaka. Her ult does a lot of damage, and her E also does a lot of damage against single target. And we use Mona to buff using her ult to buff the damage of Ayaka and Ganyu via her Omen, and also Zhongli for the shred and shield. So as you can see, in this team we don't have a healer. You could sub in Diona, but Diona, you don't really need Diona when you have Zhongli for the shield. And I've cleared the Abyss floor 12 using this team with no healers and no problem. So I will show how to use this comp using the Premature Bishop as an example. So I will start with Zhongli. I have C2, so I will use his ult to grab a shield for the shred. And then I will use Mona for her Omen. And then I will switch to Ayaka. Okay. And then ult. And my Ayaka is level 70, so she doesn't really do that much damage. But as you can see, the damage is pretty decent. It's not amazing, but it's better than having only Ganyu in the team. So just like that, the Premature Overshot is defeated. And you'll do more damage using Melt, but because my artifacts are all Blizzard Strayer, so I will have to use this team. But against bosses, Wanderer's troops Ganyu with Melt Comp would do more damage for sure and clear faster. But this doesn't mean that you're limited to using that comp against bosses. You can also use this comp. It also clears pretty fast. And it's a very viable option, so maybe you could try it out. But I have C6 Ganyu, so keep that in mind. But even with C0 Ganyu, you could just swap into Ayaka for her EO and then switch back to Ganyu and then do charge shots. This kind of gameplay is no problem for this comp because you're only using Ayaka for her burst support capabilities and also her E. And Mona and Zhongli for quick stops. So yeah, so this is just a quick video on how to solve Ganyu's problems with boss fights, and I hope you clear the Abyss.